Alright guys, well, another episode. On this episode, I want to talk about solo teaching. Specifically, what should you do if all of a sudden you go to class and your JTE, the Japanese teacher of English, isn't there, or for some reason just isn't there. Yeah, basically. What can you do? Well, I'm here to tell you about some quick, easy games you can play with your students to keep them entertained for the 45 to 50 minutes that you may have. So first and foremost, I recommend anytime you go to a classroom, always have a bunch of stickers in your pocket. You can buy stickers from the dollar store or other places like supermarkets, etc. Just always have them because they're always handy. Elementary school students and junior high school students absolutely love stickers. It's beyond me why. I personally don't believe that any junior high school student in America would even care for stickers, but nonetheless, here they love them. So make sure you have them and you will be good to go. So then proceed to the classroom. Sometimes, I'll go to the classroom and the JTE, right, will come later, like 5-10 minutes late. And then I've also had situations where they just forgot about class, or there was like a medical emergency or something like that, and they just did not come, and the class was up to me. At this point, do not panic. You'll get through it. It's really simple. So first and foremost, what I like to do is I always have a warm-up exercise. Warm-up exercise involves the students standing up, and I ask them basic English questions. For example, how is the weather? And then one student raises their hand. They say, oh, it's sunny, it's cloudy, it's rainy, etc. And then I tell them straight or across. If they say straight, then everyone in their line sits down. If they say across, everyone across sits down. I continue to do this until all the students are down or sitting down. Usually the last row or last column, each student has to answer the question, and then I make the last question like really easy. It's usually my go-to is, do you like English, or hi, and they say hi back, and usually the students get a big laugh out of that. Because it really wasn't a question, it was more like a conversation. But usually it's because the last students standing up are the lowest level students, so I try to make it easier for them, and everyone kind of enjoys it. But by doing this activity, you will be able to kill 5 to 10 minutes easy. And then what you want to do is you want to proceed to the blackboard, right? So let's say I'm going to assume that you have no teaching material whatsoever. So what you're going to do is you have a textbook, right? The students are either using New Horizons, Sunshine, or the other one that's escaping me. Oh, New Crown. So what you do is you find out what page up to the students have done. Let's say they've done up to page 30. Fine. So you open up starting from page 1, and you start asking them questions. Usually they love this. So I would be like, on page 5, right? What did Billy like? Or I would say, complete this sentence. So usually their books are done, they have simple dialogues, they're talking about food, places to go, etc. So then you would ask them questions about that page. Like, who went to Hawaii? Or who went to California or something. They raise their hand, they answer the question. Their team, basically each group, they have lunch groups here in Japan, usually 6 groups. Each group has a person who raises their hand. Whoever gets the answer correct gets 1 point for their team. So you can progress, you can do this, and this will take up a lot of time, 15-20 minutes plus, easy. If you don't have a textbook, the other go-to is you can always do 3-hint quiz. 3-hint quiz would be, for example, you think of a place, you think of a thing, let's say like the sun, right? And then you give them hints, like hint 1, it's big. Hint 2, you can see it outside. Hint 3, it's yellow, or something like that. It's not really yellow, but you get my point. And then a student will say, oh, it's the sun, right? And then you can also assign 1 point for their group, or you can do stickers per individual. I usually like doing it per group because 1, it increases the chance of multiple people getting stickers at the end. but also you actually save stickers. Because if you were to do no teams and you just keep on firing questions, you're gonna run out of stickers real quick. So it's much better to have it done in groups. Let's say you do that for a while, 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, etc. All right, you want to go into the next game because you want to keep them moving, right? Next game I like doing is I draw a picture, right? You draw a picture on the blackboard of an animal, of a place, doesn't matter. I'm a very bad artist, but I even do it even worse in the classroom. They get a real big kick out of it. You draw these really bad drawings, and then students guess to see what it is. This one I tend to do, separately, but you can also do it in groups as well. It doesn't really matter. Draw a picture of a kangaroo. Whoever guesses kangaroo, it's a kangaroo. They get a point. And then what you can do is, after one student makes the sentence, you get all the students to repeat that exact sentence. That way, it's not just playing games. It's actually sentence structure practice, vocabulary, you name it. It's a good way to go. Something else I like to do is I like to play 7-Up. If you're unfamiliar with 7-Up, basically you get about 7 students to stand up, come to the front of the classroom. The rest of the students put their heads down with their thumbs up. Those 7 students have to touch one individual's thumb and then return to the front of the classroom. And then the 7 individuals who have their thumbs down have to stand up and guess who touched their thumb. What I do is I make this game into obviously more of an English lesson. So at the end, when the 7 students stand up, they have to make the sentence, let's say, Jane touched my thumb. Or you can say a question, did Jane touch my thumb? And then Jane would say, no I didn't, or yes I did. You can modify it to the level. You can just say, did Jane touch my thumb? And then the answer could be yes or no, etc. And then if the student's thumb who was down properly guessed the individual in the front of the classroom who touched their thumb, then they switch. And you can play this game, easily for 10, 15 minutes. Students get a kick out of it. You don't really need to give any stickers whatsoever because it's all just kind of moving around, etc. And they enjoy it. So just to recap, you can play the warm-up game, you can draw pictures on the chalkboard, you can pull questions from the textbook, you can play 7-Up. There's so many different games you can do. You can even play 4 corners. I would probably do this with more elementary school students, but junior high school students probably would still get a kick out of it. Basically, you assign a number, a letter, a fruit, whatever to each corner in the room. You cover your eyes, count to 10, the students go there, and then they have to say, for example, what fruit do you like? And then you say, I like apples, and whoever's in the apple corner, either pattern A, they sit down and they're out of the game, or pattern B, whoever's corner gets called gets 1 point. You continue this for 3 or 4 rounds, and whoever has the most points gets a sticker. So as you can see, there are many games you can do with literally no planning whatsoever. The most important thing is just to have stickers, because if you're playing these games without prizes, then that's going to be pretty much of a problem, because students love stickers. They need to see some type of reward, right? Effort equals reward. So it's just how they learn. If you have any questions about this video or any of my other videos, please feel free to comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, once again, thanks for watching. Bye.